Greetings, beautiful people. Happy 7/7 portal. So, today is a very deep, very introspective day. It's going to be another one like this. Oh my God. So, today our crown is being activated. We're getting some tremendous codes. We're being brought into alignment with our spirituality, our religion, whatever it may be. This portal is about how do you deepen your spiritual aspects? How do you become, how does your connection to source become higher, stronger? How is it that you connect to your divine? What is it that you do that helps you on a daily basis to strengthen your connection to source? What is it that makes you feel strong? Is it your connection to source? Is it some external force? Is it a place or a person? What is it? What is it that makes you feel mindful? What is it that brings your mind calm? How is it that you want to proceed forward? And where is it that you want to spiritually be? What is it that you want to do with this spirituality? How is it that you want to implement this into your life? How does it make your life better? How do you become more spiritual? How do you become more in tune with yourself? How do you know yourself better? These are all of the types of questions that are going to be coming into the mind's eye today because of the 7/7 portal. 7 is a very, very spiritual number. This is literally the number of divine source, representing the seventh dimension, the dimension of spirit, not matter. We're currently on the plane of matter, on the last plane of matter. And so everything beyond this point taps into spirituality, taps into your heart, taps into your soul, is manifested just through the power of your thoughts and not in a material aspect, in a spiritual aspect. So it's whatever it is materializes in front of your face. It's not the same on other planets on other planes than it is here, or other densities, other dimensions, whatever you want to call it. Because this is the third density. And this is, if we're going by lower chakras, then this is the solar plexus. This is the powerhouse. And this whole plane is run on a very dense frequency of power. But not power, not empower, power. So we're talking about money, financial aspects, gain, that full scale, I can't say confidence because it's not confidence, it's more arrogance. Because of the people that continuously want to gain power, and no matter where they get on their power trip, they always seem to want more money, more power, more takeovers, more confusion, more bullshit. So yeah, this planet in itself is a very difficult one to function on, a very difficult one to find your divinity and to find who you truly are, because they're constantly sticking us in a power struggle. Excuse me, I don't know what happened to my voice then. They're constantly doing stuff on the news and the newspapers to basically fuck with your power, to basically not make you live out of this heart space, to always keep you in that fear frequency, because you're so easy to manipulate when you're in that frequency. So this portal is about, how do you make yourself higher? How do you rise above all of this stuff? How do you rise above the day-to-day and make your mindset better, make your feelings better towards the outside world? How is it that you help yourself to feel good about yourself? What is it that you do on a daily basis as far as your spirituality or your practicality as far as religion is concerned to start your day off on the right space? Do you set intentions with your day? Do you actually know that you can set intentions with your day and how you want that day to go? And do you know that you can set the energy for what you intend to happen? That this is not just something that's way out of your control and something that has to happen, because life is life. No, we are manifestors. Life doesn't happen to us. We make life happen. And that's something that is very clear coming through on this portal. Understand your power. Understand your divinity. Understand your manifestation. abilities, that we are able to manifest whatever it is that we want. So the fact of the matter is, if we're not really getting what we want, then truly we need to be looking at our internal mindset to see what it is that we've been manifesting through our thoughts. Why is it that our thoughts are in this place? Why is it that we have a lack of abundance or a lack mindset? Why is it that we're scared to step forward because, something bad could happen or we could get rejected? Why is that happening? Why? What is stopping us from becoming our most spiritual self? Is it in fact that you are not as spiritual as you make out, or is it in fact that you are actually just scared of your own power? There are plenty of us that feel as though we're not spiritual enough, but initially, really and truly, if we boil down to the core root of the problem, it's more the fact that we're scared of what will happen past this point because we've never reached this place of power before. We've never been there. Nobody's ever taught us how to be there. But the fact of the matter is, this point of power that we're talking about, or this uprise, is not really a rise at all. It's not you trying to become something that you're not. It's you becoming exactly who you are. So essentially, you're scared of yourself. These are all of the things that are going to come into the mind's eye, because this is about your spirituality, how you tap in, how you actually, how you express yourself from your most divine essence. How it is that you feel about your divinity. Is it just something that you pick up and drop when you're in struggle? We're all guilty of doing it. I'm not saying I don't do it myself. Like, I know that I will meditate harder, that I will say more affirmations, that I will do things that are better for my mind's eye when I'm in pain. Because pain brings a lot of growth, a lot of perspective that pleasure will never. It brings a lot of lessons. It brings you a lot of insight about who you are. This is more about how we can integrate that spiritual part even when we're not in pain. How do we do it? So we make ourselves stronger. So we make our connection to source stronger. So we actually know ourselves better without having to get into that nasty space of pure pain before we actually explore that side of ourselves and our divinity. How is it that you're going to bring this into practice? What is it that you're going to do? Are you going to pray a little bit more? You're going to meditate a bit more? You're going to be a bit more grateful for things? You're going to try and open out your heart? You're going to try and have more experiences? What is it that you want to achieve in this period? How is it that you want to get closer to source? How is it that you're going to recognize your own divinity within yourself? How is it that you're going to honor your own energy and the way that you want to bring yourself forth from this point forward? How is it that you want to express yourself in your most divine and highest aspect? What is it that you want to actually do? What is the thing that you've been scared of doing as far as purpose is concerned? Because, sometimes your purpose can just pop up as an idea in your head and then it can lead to beautiful things. But what if you're too scared to go into that purpose? Why are you so scared to go into that purpose? Why are you so scared to go into something that will essentially bring you so much joy and happiness and something that you know that you truly enjoy? What is stopping you from coming forward? Is it because your logic part of yourself, that divine masculine aspect of yourself has taught you from a very young age that, my mom taught me that I have to make money and that I have to be this, and this way inclined in order to do it, that I could never make money from this? Could you never really make money from it? Or is that just what you've been taught as a program? Apologies if you can hear my dog behind me as well. He's making a lot of noise. But these are some of the questions that are going to come into play right now, because this is all about soul purpose, connection to divinity, knowing who you are, but not who you are meant to be, who you are from your divine aspects. No controls. No people telling you who you should be. Who are you? What are you? What do you want to be? How do you want to connect? Where is it that you want to go? What is it that you want to do? And how is it that you're going to do that? Tap in. Meditate on it. Journal a lot if you need to. The codes that we're going to be getting today are going to be crown chakra codes. There's going to be a lot of momentum and a lot of very fast-paced thoughts that are going to come into your mind's eye during today. Some of them may just pop up as small intuitive thoughts, but there are going to be others that actually pop up as premonitions and things that could maybe happen in your future if you decide to take the right course of action. But there are no right and wrong courses of action. This is what free will is about. Free will is about just knowing that you could take this course of action because it feels good. But nobody's going to force you to take this course of action. If sometimes you need to learn the long way and spirit needs to remind you of who you are by letting you make those weird decisions that keep you stuck in the same place, and then going through that entire internal process where you get sick of the process and you get sick of yourself. And like, we only make changes as human beings when we're in pain or when shit goes wrong or when we get sick of our own shit. That's really the truth. And so the divine is going to be just pushing out a lot of tests, a lot of introspect, and just testing where you are on your journey and how far it is that you really want to go. How high is it that you feel about yourself? Or do you actually feel like you're not worth any of this journey? You don't feel like you're a little god because you're not worth that. You don't feel like you're a co-creator and that you can't manifest because you put yourself in a powerless place and decided that because all of these bad circumstances happen to you that you're not worth it, that nothing bad, nothing good will ever happen for you. Is that truly the case, or are you pushing all of your lessons to the side so you can feel sorry for yourself? I'm not trying to minimize what anybody's gone through, but we have perspectives in life, and you have a choice on what perspective to look at things from. You can either look at them from a really negative viewpoint, that, oh my God, this stuff happened to me, and why won't this stuff happen to me? Because it's a karmic pattern. There's something that you've got to learn in there that you clearly haven't learned yet. But it doesn't mean that you are any more or any less because you haven't learned that. That's just part of the process. That's just who you are. That's where your level of consciousness is. And that's what you have decided that you wanted to come here and learn. So this is not about taking accountability in a self-deprecating way. This is taking accountability in a divine way, in a way that empowers you. Like, yes, this may not be where you want to be, but where do you want to be exactly? A question that so many of us just don't even bother to ask ourselves. Where do you want to be? Spiritually, mentally, physically? Where do you want your soul to be? Who do you want it to be with? Where do you want to go? How are you going to get there? Start really thinking about those. And then start really thinking about how you can bring your faith in to help you with this. Because having faith is not supposed to be a chore. You're not supposed to wake up every morning and go, oh, gotta meditate and give gratitude now. I've got to meditate and do my affirmations. That's not what this is about. This is about self-empowerment. If you're not empowering yourself by doing these things or praying or whatever it is, and you think of it as a chore, why do you think of it as a chore? Why is gratitude and making time for yourself and being mindful, and it's just like going to the gym. We go there a couple of times a week so we can build up our muscles. Doing the same thing with meditation and affirmations and gratitude. That's what we do in order to build up our mind power. So if it is that you are sitting in a space where this stuff feels so long to do, why is it that taking care of yourself properly, because this is part of your health. Remember, holistic is mind, body, soul, and spirit. It's not one, because if one's out of whack, they're all a bit out of whack. This is about, why is it that you find that such a pain to do? What's up with your self-love in order for you to feel like that's not what we're supposed to be doing? Like, this isn't going to help you progress. Why? Why do you have that mentality? Anyway, this was supposed to be so much of a shorter video. I've kind of rambled on, but when the channels come in, they come in, So I'm wishing you all a happy 7/7 portal. I'm sending you a lot of love and high knowledge. Knowledge, not about everything else in the world, because I don't think it's external knowledge we need. We've got plenty of that. I'm going to wish you internal knowledge. Knowledge of self, wisdom of self. I hope that you have a very blessed day. Sending you all love and light.